for the kitchen, the countertops and the sink, if you have a granite or stone countertop, you should be having your granite and stone cleaner. I like to spray it. I'll use a sponge as it's the kitchen. It gets greasy, grimy, food gets stuck, little things. And then you'll feel those bumps and you need to make sure that it is perfectly smooth and done. For the backsplash area back here, I like to use a little scrub brush, really get in there. Crumbs like to sit in there. The back wall, sometimes we'll have splatters, so I'll use a disinfectant spray and a cloth to make sure there's no grease or grime on the walls. In the sink, I'll be using this disinfectant spray and this brush to really get in the areas in the sink. Food will get caught up in your sink and in the drain area. You need to make sure that you're getting all the grime and food out of the sink. For a metal faucet, I will sometimes use my paper towel and my glass cleaner at the very end, right before I exit the house, to make sure that there are no water droplets or anything on the sink faucet. When I clean the kitchen countertops, I unplug and remove all of the Keurigs, knife blocks, coffee pots, etc. So I have the full space and I can clean under everything. I'm going to be taking the granite and stone cleaner. I'm going to be giving it a few sprays, not overdoing it, but not enough, not too little to where the whole thing's not going to be wet. I'm going to have my cleaning sponge, and then I'm going to start wiping the counter, the whole thing. In the crevices behind the backsplash and the countertop, I like to use a small little brush and get in there. I am a little gentle as there usually is a sealant in the corner and I don't want to hurt that. So I'm going to do little scrubs, especially in little corners where it's hard to reach. And then I'll finish up wiping. I usually take a clean rag after and I wipe the whole thing down. Alrighty, I always check the utensils bowl. So I'm going to pull all the utensils out. And I will be cleaning this with soap and water, drying it. I make sure that all the utensils are clean and were put back in here unused. If not, I clean them with soap and water and dry them before putting them back. Another thing you need to be checking is a knife block. A lot of times there will be food and grime that gathers around the knives. So I will take them all out. I use a little sponge or a rag and I wipe off any of the food, making sure that that's nice and clean for the guest. I make sure all the knives are there. If anything's missing, I'll look in the drawers to see if they were just put in a wrong spot. When I am cleaning my sink, I am checking the food catchers if there is no disposal. So I'm going to be removing these. I'm going to be taking a brush. I'm going to be cleaning inside, flipping it over and cleaning it as well, rinsing it off, placing it back in the sink. If your sink has a garbage disposal, you need to check and make sure it is still working. So you're going to run your water, you'll flip your switch, make sure it doesn't sound funky, it's working okay. If not, please notify the cleaning manager and you'll turn it off and you should be good.